Okay, this drawing is drawing one. What we're going to do here is show you how to start a drawing from the template that you created, um, and then go step by step. So if you're looking at your sheet, you look at drawing one, um, you'll notice that the 3D shape there, that's what we're going to actually do. We're going to do a multi-view of that. We'll do a top, side, and front view of that drawing. What you want to do in the drawing here, make sure on the layers. Right now, I believe these could possibly still be set on the 0 layer. What we want to do is make sure that they're construction layers. So let's go ahead and click, hold down, drag across, select both of these lines. You'll notice they're selected, and click down on the layers and hit construction. And then go ahead and hit escape a couple times, and then we go ahead and change that layer to the construction layer. And you'll notice now that these will be construction layer lines going forward. So when we offset from them, they stay as construction lines. Drawing that you have in front of you, you'll notice that the length of the side view is 5 inches long. So the first thing we're going to do is set up the side view. We're going to set up the side view drawing. Then we're going to put a border in to space the drawings, and then we'll do the top and the front view. Okay, so in order to kind of get this started, so again, we have this L shape here as our starting point. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click offset, and again, it's asking you for the distance. Go ahead and type in 5 because we're doing 5 inches, and you go ahead and hit enter. And what you'll do is select the vertical line here that's on the L that you created earlier. So go ahead and click on that, and then we drag out the cursor over to the right, 5 inches, and you can see it's in there at 5. And it says go ahead and specify point. We're going to go ahead and click to place that. Okay. Then we're going to come back up here and hit offset again. This time we're going to type in 2.5 because if you notice on your drawing, you'll see that the height of the side view is 2.5. So we're actually going to select the lower line right here, the horizontal. We're going to click on that, and we're going to bring the cursor up so that way we bring it up to 2.5. And when we have it in place, we're going to go ahead and click to place it. Okay, so now as you see, we have the side view area is what we can work from here. All right, but the problem is we don't want to actually use this line or this line to be able to do your top view up here or your front view over here. We need to space that. Okay, so what we're going to do is hit offset. We're going to hit 0.5 for a 1/2 inch of an offset. We're going to select this line, make sure we go to the right, and we place that. We select this line right here that was part of the top line of the side view. We click that, and we go up, and we click and place that. Okay, so now you'll notice that we do have a side view area here that is completely separated now from the top view, which will be up here, and the front view, which will be right here. Okay, but you'll notice we don't have the widths for the front or the top view completed. And if you're looking on your drawing, it shows you there that the width of the front view is 1.5. So what we're going to do is get an offset, click that, we type in 1.5 for 1.5, and then we hit enter. Then we select this line here because this is the last vertical line we made. So we're going to go ahead and click that, come over to the right, click to place that. Now we can leave offset on because we're going to offset the same distance. So we got to come up here for the top view. We're going to select this line, and we're going to go up. And then we can see, hey, that's 1.5. We're going to go ahead and click to place that. Okay, and then we can right click, enter. Just take a look at that for just a minute. Now all of your drawings will start this way. Again, I'm going to go over it again quickly. We went over 5 inches. We went up 2.5. Okay, that's the space of all the side views you'll do. Then we spaced a 1/2 inch between the drawings, so here and here. So this area right here that I'm running the cursor through right now, that's a space. Okay, that helped us space the front view, which is right here. Again, we went over 1.5. Okay, it was already 2.5 tall. And then this one here, this is the top view. And again, we knew it was already at 5, but we had to make the width at 1.5. Okay, the front view and the top view widths will always be the same. Okay, they're always going to be 1.5. They don't get any bigger. All right, that's one thing to remember and keep in mind. Okay, so what you'll notice on your drawing, we have a couple more dimensions that we need to put in order to complete the shape here. So we're going to go ahead and hit offset again. And you'll notice that on your top view and side view, there's a 1-inch dimension. Okay, so when you go ahead and hit 1 in there and hit enter, okay, then we go back to this line because you'll notice that from this line over, it's 1 inch. So we click that line, we go over 1 inch, click and place it. And we have one other dimension to do, so we click offset again. We type in 0.5 for a 1/2 inch, enter, and we select the bottom line here, click on it, and we go up. Right click, enter. Okay, so now you're looking at this going, okay, there's a lot of lines here. How do I start to distinguish what's what? That's when we switch layers and we go to your object layer. Okay, and what we're going to do with this is just trace in over the drawing. Now, again, on your sheet, it gives you 2 of the drawings. Okay, it gives you the top view and the front view. We are going to complete the side view. All right, so what we're going to do is let's go ahead and get a line. So you click on a line here. Let's trace in the top and the front view because those are what you already have. So if I click here to start, and again, I'm not dragging this and holding it down. I'm just clicking at each point. So I click here, and I bring it to here, I bring it to here, and I click. Then I can right click, enter. A shortcut way, you could either come back up here, click line again, or if you right click on the mouse, it'll pop up an option for you to repeat the line. Whenever you right click, it'll always give you your last command. So we're going to go ahead and hit repeat line. We need to select this line here. Again, right click to stop it. Right click again to repeat the line. And let's go ahead and do the front view. Okay, right click. Okay, and then what we're going to do now is this is the part that you need to complete. So again, using the 1-inch dimension right here tells us that from here to here is going to be where that slant's going to be. So what we're going to do is we'll start here, come down, we go up the 1/2, and we just reconnect it. Right click, enter. Okay, so what you'll notice here is we need to turn off these construction layers. Okay, so what you'll do is come up here to the construction layer. You'll notice you'll see some options here. To lock the layer, to freeze it. Don't worry about these two, but what we do want to worry about is this light bulb right here. It allows us to turn off or on the layer. So when we turn the construction layer off, you'll be left with the red object lines that you traced everything in with. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so that's off. And then what we're going to do at this point is change back to the 0 layer. And then we need to add in the text for the drawing number and the date. So remember, again, we click up here at the top for the multi-line text. We click in the top corner. And again, we're not clicking and holding it down and dragging it. Okay, we're just clicking it, moving the mouse to the lower right-hand corner, and we click again. Once the text pops up, it gives us these options up here. So we hit justification. We want it to be middle center. And then we just type in all caps, drawing 1. When we're done, we hit close text. And we're going to select text again. We're going to do the last corner here. So we click this corner and we click that corner. Change the justification to middle center. And then we type in today's date. And you always want to do the dash. If you do a hyphen, it's going to think you're trying to do fractions. Don't do it that way. Go back, just do it where you do the dashes here. Okay, and then we go ahead and close that out. Then we notice, hey, this drawing is complete. So then what you're going to do is, again, save it. I always save as, because don't hit save, because if you hit save, you're going to save it right over your template. You don't want to do that. So you want to make sure that your file type is drawing, which is good. This should pop up. The file name's drawing one. Again, I would put it in your Z drive. Make sure you have a folder set up in your Z drive for all your drawings. And then what we'll do is go ahead and hit save. Then we also need to export the drawing. So while we're doing this, let's go ahead and export the drawing to a PDF. Because again, you're going to turn these in through Google Classroom. And let's go ahead and put that on the desktop. So that's all saved there, just how we want it. Let's go ahead and hit save. And then you'll notice when I close this out here, here's my drawing one. Okay, so when I double click on that, I have my drawing right here. Okay, and this is what you will turn into me later, and then I can see this. Okay.